Phantasy Star Online 2, PSO 2. Man, I've been waiting for this game since like 2012. I played it a little bit when it came out. I did the English patch, used the tweaker, but man, I've been waiting. Not just since 2012, since literally PSO on the Dreamcast. Love the music, I love it. Right, there's little things I just love about this game that just make it worth. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just love the little things, sound effects, the grinding for rare weapons. You log in, you get a login bonus. Boom, sweet. How sweet is that, right? And who doesn't love a rare drop? Amazing. And who doesn't like to level up? Come on, right? Completing your orders. Come on now. And who doesn't love that sweet S rank sound effect? You can't tell me you don't. You can't tell me, right? But besides that, you can do a little bit of shopping before you hit your travels, right? Maybe you're just in the lobby and you're checking out some people's gear, see what they have. Look at this little rainbow coming up. The other guy had a broomstick, right? A little bit of dancing, kind of typical MMO kind of stuff in a lobby. These little things. But what you'll do when you're ready, you'll go to the quest counter, you'll select your quest, maybe add additional orders so you can get more experience points as you're going through your journey as an arc, right? You're going to dive in and you're going to make your way, right? You're going to defeat mobs, open up some item chests, right? All this stuff in your quest to complete your missions. And while you're doing this, having other little mini missions popping up, right? These code eliminations, code whatever it might be, code arrest, code capture, all these things that pop up so that give you more experience, and it just makes the dungeon that you're running that much more exciting. Eventually you go to the end to reach the second or third part of the dungeon, right? And as you're doing this, you might run into a rare enemy like the froggy rappy there, who will drop a rare weapon or maybe a rare item, and you always want to hit that rare rappy twice, right? It plays dead, you gotta let him come up, hit him again. At the end, you're going to have a nice little health little thing there. We'll go back to that. Then you will transfer into the boss battle via the teleporter. And depending on the quest that you're doing, the order that you're doing, you might get the main boss, or like this one, like a sub-boss at the end. But when you defeat them, you're going to explode that big-ass red crystal and hopefully get a nice drop. Or not. But when you come back to your ship. And then from here, depending on if you did a recommended quest, hey, look at that. Was it Christmas? Is it Christmas time? You get a nice little gift from our friend Rag Rappy. What a nice guy. And I've noticed with these gifts, you get weapon badges, sometimes like a boost of sorts. And the weapon badges are cool because you can hand them in for some pretty awesome gear, but you need a lot of them. I think it was like 400 that you need. So it's a lot. So when you're done, right, you can be doing more recommended quests, get more gifts. There's 3 recommended quests each day. So you have an opportunity to get 3 of those presents at the end. And then again, you have the opportunity to typically select more orders to put onto your quest. So it's just think about your orders as a way to get more bang for your buck for EXP. The other cool thing is that I just loaded up with AI as partners because I didn't have any real life friends on at the time. So I put these guys in and they hold their own. It's pretty cool. And when you use these characters, right, these avatars, you actually get fun points, which you can use for item shop and things like that. In those red boxes there, when you see one of those, oh man, keep your fingers crossed because you might get a rare. We actually dropped 2 rares there, but I can't use them. They're wands for a force. But it's always exciting when you run into one of those. And look at that, another rare rappy sleeping. They typically sleep, so you can run right up to them. Another one spawned right there. So again, you always want to make sure that you hang around, hit the rappy again before it tries to run away, because you might just get a second rare drop. You never know. But the thing is, you don't even need rare enemies to get a rare drop, right? Basic enemy, boom, rare weapon drop. So that's why it's always important to kill all these mobs. And then again, there will be another boss battle. And the boss battles are always super fun, right? Some of them are very hard. It depends on the difficulty, really. If you're in a lower tier, they're not going to be super hard. But once you get to about hard and up, depending on how deep you are into the dungeons, you will have a pretty decent boss battle. But really, it gets more challenging when you're in the super hard, very hards, extremely hards. You have your item shop, your daily item shop, it changes. Some outfits will be there for, I think it's 2 weeks at a time. And the other thing that you can do in this game, which is cool, you can be boosting the gear that you already have, which is great. So you can have a stronger weapon, stronger armor. I mean, I feel like that's all pretty basic stuff. Doing some item management, things like that. And again, handing in orders when you're done with the quest. And that way you just get more experience points and you're just really on your track to leveling up. And at first you're going to level up so fast. It's crazy. And then there's these emergency orders that come in, or these urgent orders, right? And this guy right here. You want to fight him like at least 4 times, because after you do this order, it lasts for about a half hour. You just keep running it. You're going to end up, I believe it's the Dark Falls, like the guy, right? The bad guy that you fight. I'm still new to PSO 2, but I think it is like the Dark Falls, right? Right, the main end boss. So you fight this guy like 4 times, and if you beat him, when I read it, it said at least 4 times. You're going to guarantee that you can pretty much have a better opportunity to get a really good drop when you fight Dark Falls. This guy, though, I've noticed he doesn't drop anything good, and it doesn't say that you're going to get a specific weapon when you fight him. And so the cool thing is when you're selecting your quest, it actually tells you what rare drops have the chance of dropping, which is cool. But that doesn't mean that those are the only rare drops, right? Those aren't the only rare drops you're going to receive. There is opportunity to receive other drops. It's just those are like the 2 main ones, right? So basically, again, you just want to do this one over and over and over again, as long as you can, as many times as you can within that 30-minute time limit. And you're just going to keep on wrecking this guy's face over and over and over, because that's what you do in this game, right? Just like any other RPG, MMO, it's a grind, right? You want to grind for your weapons, you want to grind for your gear, grinding for outfits, and that's a whole part of it. I mean, any MMO I've ever played, beyond the story, people are grinding for gear. That's what you do. The thing I love about this game are the weapons look very cool. The gear looks cool. It's, you have your mag that hovers over your shoulder. If you don't know what a mag is, you're new to the game. Think like if you ever played Destiny, it's like your ghost, but this actually does something for you. It can give you boosts. It can actually do damage to enemies. It can do a very powerful attack, which is awesome. So there's just a lot of very cool things. I love the double sabers in this game. Ever since PSO, that's always been my favorite weapon, are the double sabers. So I always love to pick a class that is going to use double sabers. So I'm actually using a fighter right now. So I'm a main fighter, and my sub is hunter. But the other really cool thing is you can be any class you want. You don't have to make multiple characters. I did make a second character, though, because I've been getting a lot of female clothing, so I made a second character just so they can have all those goodies. But really, guys, this is the game. You load in, get your orders, do some dailies, grind it out, do your urgents, your emergency quests, your urgent quests, do all this stuff, and just have a good time. Ideally, playing with friends is, of course, always the best, but again, when you're in a pinch, boom, you got AI to use. And that's it for now. There will be some more stuff, maybe some grinding for some rare weapons, but thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you later at another time.